Filmmakers seem to always be hinting about their next production or sharing their inspirations for their films, and it's our job to find those hints. These Easter eggs are sometimes in your face, but other times they're hidden and hard to find. But when the joke or reference is cleverly hidden in a scene, it makes that discovery that much sweeter. Here is Screen Rant's list of 10 impressive Easter eggs you missed in your favorite movies. The Avengers. Even after fighting a giant alien Leviathan, Tony Stark is paying attention to his surroundings. When the Avenger comes crashing down on the streets of New York City, there is a well-hidden diner to grab lunch, Shawarma Palace. By itself, this has little to no meaning, but after Iron Man saves the city from a nuclear bomb, he suggests that they all go eat shawarma 2 blocks away, which sets up the end credits scene where the heroes eat quietly at Shawarma Palace. We presume the meal was on the house. Raiders of the Lost Ark. When George Lucas and Steven Spielberg teamed up to make 1981's Raiders of the Lost Ark, we knew we would see some adventure. What we didn't know is that we would see 2 familiar characters from the Star Wars franchise. The familiar droids R2-D2 and C-3PO can be seen as hieroglyphs on a pillar to the right of Jones when he first finds the Ark. It's really a blink and you'll miss it moment, but it was a creative way to tie in 2 great franchises. Charlie's Angels. An angel falling from the sky into your backyard sounds like a dream, but make that angel Drew Barrymore and remove her clothes, then you have a dream and the start of a significant homage in 2000's Charlie's Angels. The house Barrymore runs into is none other than the house she met E.T. in back in 1982's E.T. the Extraterrestrial. If you didn't know that from the house itself, look at the bowl of Reese's Pieces between the boys making googly eyes at her. Still missed it? Look at the poster behind the TV. Iron Man 2. When Tony Stark opens a trunk filled with his father's possessions, he takes out many items searching for answers. His father, Howard Stark, was pivotal in making Captain America the superhero that fights alongside Tony. When Tony picks up a newspaper, quickly look behind it and you can see a Captain America comic book. When you look even closer, you can see Bucky mentioned on the cover, giving us a glimpse of the Winter Soldier to come. Moana. Disney's Moana is an animated film about a young South Pacific girl who teams up with a demigod on an oceanic adventure. Therefore, when you see Flounder from The Little Mermaid, it isn't as surprising as another Easter egg the filmmakers supplied. The world's favorite snowman that loves warm hugs from Frozen makes an appearance. Maybe Olaf finally got that warm vacation he dreamed of and sang about in Disney's 2013 smash hit. Hopefully he doesn't melt and not make it into future sequels. The Departed. When watching Martin Scorsese's The Departed, you could predict a character's death if you saw the clues he left for us. He placed X's in numerous scenes to foreshadow the deaths of his characters. This is an homage to the Howard Hughes 1932 film Scarface that used X's throughout the film, including the opening titles. One main character that did not have an X near him was Sergeant Dignam, played by Mark Wahlberg. He usually had lines behind him, and maybe this is why he survived. X-Men Days of Future Past. After being sent to the past and waking up in his 1973 apartment bedroom, Wolverine, played by Hugh Jackman, is disoriented, even if he shouldn't be. All he had to do was look around and he would see numerous Wolverine plotlines. On the wall behind him is a picture of Mount Fuji and 3 samurai swords to represent his samurai past. Even his curtains are the same shade of yellow and brown as his first costume, but maybe he's trying to forget that one. Back to the Future. As Marty McFly crashes into 1955, he wakes up a family with a son that has a healthy interest in space travel. McFly makes his escape, but not before the gun-toting father blows his mailbox to smithereens. Before it explodes, you can see the name Peabody boldly presented. During the closing credits, the names of the family were revealed: Ma, Pa, and daughter Peabody. Only the son was given a first name, Sherman. Sherman and Peabody are nods to time travelers from the cartoon Peabody's Improbable History, which appeared in The Rocky and Bullwinkle Show. Ant-Man. When Scott Lang turns himself into Ant-Man and takes his first ride on the back of an ant, a connection to the Marvel Cinematic Universe is made. It's important to know that Ant-Man and the Avengers are in the same world for a future scene and future films. Lang lands on a newspaper with the headline, "Who's to Blame for Sokovia?" referencing the fictional city's nearly catastrophic flight in Age of Ultron. A small but important detail. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Dobby, the house elf who served the Malfoy family, only made it into 2 movies, Chamber of Secrets and Deathly Hallows Part 1. Or did he? In the Goblet of Fire, the young wizards are overwhelmed with the excitement and unique characters at the Quidditch World Cup. When Ginny points and yells, "Look," there are two house elves sitting on camels, and one looks very familiar. If that's not Dobby, then he must have a twin brother. As for the other house elf, we presume it's the female Winky, since Dobby helped her find employment in the Hogwarts kitchens. What do you think of our list? Did we miss any other Easter eggs in your favorite movies? Sound off in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe to our channel for more fun videos like this one. Thanks for watching.